Ladies and gentlemen, the Deputy Chancellor of the University of Sydney, Mr. Richard Freudenstein, and members of the academic procession are about to enter. Would you please stand? Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I present the Deputy Chancellor, Mr. Richard Freudenstein.
Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today. In particular, I welcome Dr. Timothy Chan, Vice Provost, Singapore Institute of Management, which I'll refer to as SIM, Mary Lee, Director, Academic Partner Development and Manager, SIM, Professor Brendan McCormack, Head of School and Dean of the University of Susan Wakehall School of Nursing and Midwifery, academics, our distinguished guests, graduates and families. It is a great pleasure to see so many of our Singaporean students here today, especially in the face of the challenges the world's experienced over the past 2.5 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. At the University of Sydney, we are very proud of our links with Singapore and our growing network of Singaporean graduates. Events such as this emphasise the value of collaboration with SIM between our researchers and the relationships between our Singaporean and Australian students. This year marks the 28th year of our partnership with SIM, which commenced with our Faculty of Health Sciences and expanded in 2008 to the Susan Wakehall School of Nursing and Midwifery. SIM was one of the first private educational institutions to be registered under the Singapore Council for Private Education's Enhanced Registration Framework. The Institute has received numerous awards and was in August 2022 awarded the coveted EduTrust Star Award. Only 3 educational institutions, one of which is SIM, have ever received this award. The facilities and learning resources available to students at SIM include state-of-the-art educational technology, student care and services, library facilities, and a full range of programs and activities aimed at maximising the students' learning experience. The University of Sydney has graduated more than 3,700 health professionals across our 28-year partnership, with the majority of these graduating as nurses. This is an outstanding result. We are honoured to have shared such a long and happy relationship with SIM and look forward to this continuing for many years. The University of Sydney, Australia's oldest university, was established in 1850. The University of Sydney is one of the group of 8 universities in Australia. It is also a member of the Association of Pacific Rim Universities, the Worldwide Universities Network, a network of 23 research-led universities, and the Academic Consortium 21, an international partnership of leading research universities committed to innovation in education, research and academic governance. Our university was founded as a modern and progressive institution. It was one of the first universities in the world to accept students based on merit, and also one of the first to accept women, right back in 1881. We're extremely proud of our talented and dedicated students and staff who continue to uphold our core values of equity and diversity, and who lead the way in education and research. They are the key reason why the Sydney Nursing School is one of the most prestigious nursing schools in Australia, with a world-class reputation. It has always been our ideal to encourage genuine leadership in the community of the kind that comes from true dedication and hard work, qualities that every one of today's graduating class has in abundance. Our Sydney nursing graduates not only possess a vocation, they are also equipped with the knowledge they need to contribute to a better world. This ceremony has been arranged to recognise the achievements of those who have fulfilled all the conditions required of them by the statutes of the University of Sydney.
I present Dr. Timothy Chan, Vice Provost, SIM.
Mr. Richard Freudenstein, Deputy Chancellor, the University of Sydney, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to everyone gathered here for the SIM University of Sydney graduation ceremony. On behalf of SIM, let me congratulate all of our graduates who have crossed the final milestone in your nursing studies and about to receive your bachelor degree from the University of Sydney, one of the foremost universities in nursing education worldwide. It has not been an easy journey. Your tertiary studies were demanding both in time, attention, and effort. It became even more challenging when you, together with all healthcare professionals in Singapore, have to carry out your nursing tasks under the horrendous conditions brought forth by the COVID-19 pandemic. We salute you for your dedication to your study and your heroic efforts working in hospital, clinic, OH home, and other healthcare facilities to care for patients. This is the 28th year that SIM is partnering with University of Sydney to offer higher education in healthcare. Since 1994, our collaboration has provided a pathway for over 3,800 nurses to enhance the knowledge and skills, and we know you will do well in your profession after even this robust program of study. The past 2.5 years, when the prolonged pandemic wreaked havoc worldwide, ordinary folks have to adopt drastic changes in order to stay safe and healthy from virulent infections. And over the longer term, Singapore will be facing even more difficult challenge. An aging population that need geriatric care and treatment for chronic ailments such as diabetes, heart diseases, and cancer. This means that workload for nurses will be heavy and stressful before it gets even heavier and more stressful. You will have to call upon all your inner strength and resources, including your store of academic knowledge and practical skills, to cope with the demanding future. You will also have to continue learning new subjects and practice new technologies that were not even dreamt of a generation ago. Dear graduating students and nurses, you won't walk alone. Both the community and the government acknowledge your contribution and appreciate all that you have done. Besides the monetary measures announced in conjunction with Nurses' Day on 1st August to reward and retain more nurses, the government is studying how the system can better support our nurses in their work. And this includes streamlining processes, introducing technology, and improving computer automated systems so as to cut down on your administrative and paperwork and allow you to concentrate on quality patient care. There are also plans to develop and empower our nurses further so that you can take on bigger roles. Already, there are many in the nursing profession involved in research, as well as in care planning, management, and strategic leadership. So in the light of all this development in your field, what should you be mindful of? First, it is crucial that you continue your quest to widen your intellectual horizon and deepen your nursing knowledge. Attaining your nursing degree today is just the beginning. Be bold and confident as you explore areas outside of your profession or your comfort zone to advance your own professional development. Next, you must acquire skills to handle different technology, such as automation, robotics, artificial intelligence. They seem scary only because they appear new to you, but let me assure you that once you get a grip of them, they are not as difficult as performing CPR or jabbing a patient with an injection needle. Finally, remind yourself that students and newcomers to nursing are constantly looking to you as role models. In your compassion and wisdom, guide, motivate, and nudge them to the upward learning path that you have traversed. Dear nurses, on behalf of all the people whose life you have positively changed, let me say thank you. May you always have a rewarding future, no matter how stony the road and steep the climb. Thank you again.
Would all candidates for presentation to a degree please stand? Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all candidates whose names appear in the printed programme have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the degree and have been granted admission to their degrees.
In the name of the Senate and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I acknowledge the admission of the candidates to the Bachelor of Nursing of the University of Sydney. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The graduates will now be presented by the Director, Offshore Programme Singapore, the University of Sydney Susan Wakell School of Nursing and Midwifery in the Faculty of Medicine and Health, Associate Professor Jacqueline Bloomfield.
Deputy Chancellor, I present the graduates from the University of Sydney Susan Wakell School of Nursing and Midwifery with the degree of Bachelor of Nursing. Adeline Hui Ling. Cho Thierry Nang. Fadila Binti Mokhtar. Fu Xin Yi. Genevieve Go. Go Jia Yi. Gui He. Guterres Pia Aliparo. Ha Xiao Wei. Hong Xiyuan. Jayanthi Loganathan. Joey Choa Jia Yi. Quan Xing Yi. Li Yang Ni. Li Fengning. Lo Yang Ting. Lu Chanyan. Mei Mai Kine. Mei Zun Soe Win. Melody Fung Oil Ka. Mi Tunda Lang. Nolidia Binti Azar. Priscilla Manor Gray. Rina Eunice Fujio. Xiao Chun Ling Jocelyn. Sangeeth Kumaran. Siti Nawahida Binti Mustafa. Sivapriya Chandra Sagaran. So Chai Yin. So Xian Ray. Song Shao Tong. Sunaina. Tang Pen and Nathaniel. Tan Si Yi. Tan Wan Jin. Tan Jiao Rong Iris. Tan Yin Lin. Tang Yuan. Win Win Tik. Wong Suk Chin. Wu Shui. Zhang Yun Miao. Thank you, Deputy Chancellor. That concludes the presentation of graduates. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Timothy Chan, SIM Vice Provost, to present awards to graduates who have excelled in their studies. Winner of the SIM Gold Award, Sunana. Winner of the SIM Silver Award, Goa Jiayi. Thank you, Dr. Chan. That concludes the presentation of awards at the ceremony.
Well, congratulations to all our outstanding graduates. What an achievement. You should be very, very proud. I hope you feel your time at the University of Sydney has contributed towards the realisation of your personal goals and the advancement of your careers. I also hope it has given you a deeper understanding of the world we live in. Your University of Sydney degree is a considerable achievement, a degree that will serve to open up new opportunities now and in the future. You now stand ready to move on to the next stage of your life, and I wish you every success in pursuing your dreams. Congratulations. Perhaps those dreams will involve postgraduate study. The University of Sydney is looking to expand its offering in the field of nursing here in Singapore. I sincerely hope I will be officiating at a graduation ceremony for some of you again, when perhaps you achieve a master's or a doctorate. In the meantime, I'm sure you will use the knowledge, critical thinking and values you gained in your studies to embrace leadership and to maintain the values of the university. Leaders are not just the famous and grand. Leaders are those who determine to live life boldly with great spirit and generosity of heart. Leadership is so often found in simple acts of self-expression, when, for example, we challenge a falsehood that has been advertised as truth, when we call injustice by its name, when we go out of our way to help another, or when we choose a career that is about making a real difference in society, as you have done. To your family and close friends, we all say thank you. Thank you for encouraging your loved ones, for supporting them through their studies, and for being there when it all seemed very difficult. I know you are so proud. Today, you share in this celebration of success. On behalf of all the graduates of the university, I thank you for helping your graduate along the way. Special thanks also to our academic staff, those dedicated individuals who taught our graduates and came up with exciting ways to share their wisdom, knowledge and experience with you. You're all wonderful people and we're so lucky to have you on our team. Finally today, we welcome you, our graduates, as members of the University of Sydney alumni. You may not be studying with us anymore, but you'll always be members of our alumni community. This is a community with more than 380,000 members across 173 countries. No matter where you are in the world, you can stay connected to the university and to friends through our global network. So congratulations once again to all of you. We do hope you'll remain engaged with the university as you pursue your career. Now today, we're indeed honoured to have Professor Brendan McCormack, Head of the Susan Wakell School of Nursing and Midwifery and Dean, Faculty of Medicine and Health, to deliver today's occasional address. Professor McCormack is a nursing academic and internationally renowned nursing leader. He maintains honorary academic positions at the Queen Margaret University, Edinburgh, Zealand University Hospital, the University of Southern Denmark, Ulster University and the University of Pretoria, and is the Associate Director of the International Community of Practice for Person-Centred Practice Research. Brendan's research focus on the development of person-centred cultures, practices and processes. He has engaged in this work at all levels, from theory development to implementation science and through to instrument design, testing and evaluation. Whilst he has a particular expertise in gerontology and dementia practices, his work has spanned all specialties and is professional. He also has a particular focus on the use of arts and creativity in healthcare research and development. Brendan has more than 600 published outputs, including 240 peer-reviewed publications in international journals and 12 books. He was the founding editor of International Journal of Older People Nursing and is currently editor emeritus of the journal. Brendan is a Fellow of the European Academy of Nursing Science, Fellow of the Royal College of Nursing, Fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, and Fellow of the American Academy of Nursing. In 2014, he was awarded the International Nurse Researcher Hall of Fame by Sigma Theta Tau International and listed in the Thomson Reuters 3,000 most influential researchers globally. In 2015, he was recognised as an inspirational nursing leader by Nursing Times, and in 2019 was listed in the New Year Top 100 Outstanding Nurses by the Twitter group #WeNurses. Most recently, Brendan was featured in the Wiley Publishers' Inspiring Minds short film series, and just this year, Brendan was selected as a member of the Academia Europa. Professor Brendan McCormack, it is indeed a great pleasure to invite you to deliver the occasional address.
Deputy Chancellor, distinguished guests, students, colleagues and friends, I am honoured to address you at this important celebration and acknowledgement of your success. Hugely well done to all of you. As you probably have worked out by this introduction, I'm very new to Australia and to the University of Sydney, and I'm originally Irish. That brings an advantage in that those of us from Ireland are able to do an hour-long talk in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to do my very best not to do an hour-long talk in 20 minutes, but hopefully do a 20-minute talk in 20 minutes. So if I don't, then call me to account. But firstly, I would like to offer my congratulations to all of you graduating students today. It's really fantastic for me as a new dean to come and join this fantastic celebration. You should be rightly proud of your achievements, and I hope your success acts as a catalyst for your ongoing professional and academic development, so you can continue to make a difference to the lives of those you serve. I too would like to thank all of those who have supported you in achieving your degree. Your family and friends, many of whom are here today, my colleagues from the Susan Wakel School of Nursing and Midwifery at the University of Sydney, and my new colleagues here at the Singapore Institute of Management. This partnership that I have the privilege of joining has been around for 28 years, as you've been hearing, and it is wonderful to be joining it. But partnerships like this, just like practice of nursing, require sustained commitment and ongoing development. We can never take these collaborations for granted, and we must always ensure that we continue to reflect on how we connect with each other and the potential of the impact we can make. This year, much to my horror, I reached a significant age, not one I'm willing to reveal. I reflected on the fact that I have been a nurse for 42 years. I know, even I groan at the thought of that. It is a long time in any profession, but I am truly honoured and humbled at being able to have this career, one that I could never have anticipated when I was at your stage graduating with my first degree. Like you, I too did a diploma, which I then transferred into a degree, and reflecting on my career, everything I have achieved since then emulates from that educational experience. Undertaking my degree had 3 significant impacts on me and my career as a nurse, and I would like to share these with you now because I think they're important and they continue to be important today to me in my life. Firstly, during my degree program, I was introduced to nursing theory, which I hated at the time, but I soon learned to love it. I began to be trained in philosophy and conceptual thinking. I learned how to be critical of the taken for granted knowledge and understanding, and I was challenged to problematize my practice in ways that I had never considered before. At first, I felt very threatened, and I hated it, by the fact that everything I believed about good nursing was challenged, and I needed to rethink what nursing was and my role in it. Learning about nursing theory opened a window to the world of nursing that I never knew existed. I began to see how using these theories in practice could make me a better nurse and potentially lead to better care outcomes for patients. I also realized that if I was going to bring about changes in practice, then I needed to continue to learn and develop, as well as find a position of leadership so I could make change happen. Completing my degree gave me the confidence to apply for my first charge nurse manager position. And in that role, I set up one of the first nursing development units in the United Kingdom, where we tested out new innovations in practice and implemented research findings into practice. And they carried on for about 20 years, which was fantastic. The second impact from doing my degree was that of developing a passion for research. I remember very clearly a famous professor of nursing, Professor Susan Pembury, coming to speak to us, and I was in awe of her role and the stories she told us about making a difference to the lives of others through her research. As one of the very early nurse researchers in the United Kingdom, her research focused on the role of the charge nurse manager, and the impact they had on the culture of hospital wards. The findings from her research significantly impacted on how nursing management and leadership has developed globally and continues to be relevant today, 43 years after she completed that research for her own doctorate. To my joy, 5 years later, she employed me into my first clinical academic position, where I was able to both be a nurse manager and a lecturer practitioner, putting her research findings into practice and growing the evidence base further. And until her death, we remained lifelong friends. Which leads to the third thing I learned through my degree: the importance of mentorship and supervision and good friends. Most nursing degree programs have an integrated mentorship and supervision model, so that your learning can be applied and that you learn how to engage in critical debate and discussion. My degree and the doors to different career options that it opened were made possible by my relationships with some significant mentors and supervisors throughout my career. Some of the greatest women I have ever known in nursing were my mentors. In all my 42 years as a nurse, I still find it hard to say that, I have never been without a mentor, supervisor, or coach. All of them have added a richness to my professional life, have coached me in new roles, have helped me personally when I've been in tricky situations, have challenged me to stretch my boundaries, and have supported me during significant periods of change in my life. So why is it important to share these stories and experiences? As a new graduate, all of these experiences opened up new career options for me that previously remained hidden. So I encourage you to not see your nursing degree as the end point of a journey, but instead view it as a doorway into opportunities that you have yet to discover. Always be open to new professional experiences. Make sure you have a mentor by your side and continue to be curious. And so I would like to finish by offering a word of wisdom for one of my great heroes, the Irish philosopher and theologian, John O'Donoghue. And O'Donoghue says, "May you experience each day as a sacred gift woven around the heart of wonder." Congratulations to all of you again, and I wish you every success and happiness in your future career in nursing.
Thank you, Professor Cormack. That was extremely engaging and poignant. So now the formal part of the proceedings have been completed. The Deputy Chancellor and Dr. Chan invite the new graduates to join them for photo opportunities and to visit the University of Sydney alumni desk in the atrium. They also look forward to celebrating with you further at the alumni event tonight. So the Deputy Chancellor and members of the academic procession are about to leave, and the graduates are invited to join them. I'd be grateful if the guests could remain seated in their places until the procession has left. Would you please stand?